Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Drop. In this video, we're gonna be talking about what's in my bag, what hoop shoes are in my rotation right now. So these are the shoes that I've loved playing in for the past couple of weeks, and pretty much they are my backups, right? So for the past month, it's been super freaking dusty and really dry on the basketball courts, right? So usually I hit up a couple of different gyms, right? LA Fitness, 24-hour Fitness, and some of the gyms are clean and some of the gyms are dirty usually, right? Because some of them, they do keep it clean, right? Some of the LA Fitnesses, 24-hour Fitness, I feel like they never clean it, you know, but also some of the LA Fitnesses, they never clean it, but there is one that they do clean pretty often. I see a guy there that goes around like 2 or 3 p.m. and he always mops there, right? So I do know that that gym is clean usually, right? But even that gym has been very dusty and very dirty lately, right? So I've been needing a shoe or shoes with really good traction, of course, especially ones that bite through dust extremely well. And of course, I do have my preferences, and I feel like, you know, everyone has their own different preferences and what they like in a basketball shoe. So for me, I am a guard and I like to have a lower to the ground feel, and I like a really responsive setup as well, as far as like the cushioning setup goes, and also like how the shoe feels, right? I don't want a bulky shoe too much, but also I am getting a little bit older, so I do want a little bit more impact protection as well. So you know, I do have one shoe that does have really good impact protection that is a little bit higher up off the ground, but for the most part, they're all very responsive shoes, you know. A great traction, overall very lightweight, and also very minimal for the upper as well. So if you guys do want to get any of these shoes, I'll try to leave in the affiliate link in the description box. If you do choose to get any of these shoes, it does help me out if you buy it through the affiliate link in the description box. But let's get it started off with the first shoe, which is the Equalizer, or the EQLZ. 24/7. So the 360 came out and that shoe is coming in, and I'm very excited to try those out. But the 24/7, actually I kind of like forgot about these shoes a little bit. Yeah, for like the past couple months, a lot of shoes have been coming out, but then I was like, oh, I want to play in these again. And yeah, they're super freaking nice, right? So the main thing about these for me personally is the traction performance, right? So even on a clean court, it has a really solid stop. I wouldn't say it's like the best stop ever. It doesn't have like the hardest stop comparing to, like, you know, the Curry flows, you know what I mean, or like the Sabrinas, you know, the Donnies U6 and stuff like that. But these have a very solid bite. It's kind of like a very interesting traction pattern. So it's inspired by shark skin, right? And you can see kind of like the individual scales, and it's raised up, right? It has this really cool like concave shape to it as well. I don't know what it is though, like through dust, it really bites through dust extremely well, right? So even if you are sliding a little bit, it's still like, if you do like a hard stop, it has a good bite and grabs really well, and then you don't really have to wipe that often either. So that's one reason why I really love this shoe, is the traction performance on dust, right? So again, like, it's been very dirty and very dusty on the courts because it is winter. It's like a really dry winter out here, and the 24/7 has been holding up on dust really well for me. Also, another reason why I really like this shoe is the cushion. The cushion is really nice, especially for impact protection, and also underfoot cushion. They are using a super critical foam, and just the impact protection, also bounce underfoot feels really nice, especially in the heel. But also, one thing that I don't like, however, is the core feel. It is pretty high up off the ground, especially here in the heel. So their new shoe, the 360, is supposed to be more for guards, right? So I'm very excited about that shoe. But this shoe has a lot of cushion, right? And also another thing that I really like is the material. It's just a really nice knit, especially here in the ankle collar. It's a really nice stretchy knit, which just kind of like stretches over your foot. So the 24/7 has been in my rotation pretty consistently, especially because of the dirty courts, right? So next, of course, we have the Nike Sabrina II. So the Sabrina II is also extremely freaking nice, and I think it's like one of Nike's best hoop shoes that they have right now, right? So the traction, really nice. It picks up very minimal dust as well. I mean, I was playing on the really dirty courts, right? One thing that I did notice, however, is that it does slide out kind of dangerously if it's really dusty, right? So if I let a little bit too much dust build up, it does slide out kind of dangerously. It's not as bad as like the LeBron 21, but it does do that, right? But if I do keep up with my wives, it does It bites through dust pretty well, and also has a really good stop once I do wipe, right? The cushion also is really low to the ground. That's one of the best court feels that you can get right now, but also you have really nice heel compression, right? Adequate impact protection, 4-foot zoom unit feels nice and bouncy, although it's not crazy bouncy. That's just a tiny bit of bounce, right? And overall support is adequate for me, although it's not the most supportive shoe, you know? And the material is really thin and very minimal. It also is a really lightweight shoe. So the Sabrina II is an amazing option, especially for only 130 bucks, right? Oh, the 24/7 is on sale right now for 120 $5, I believe it was, and the retail is 150, so that's a pretty good sale. And I especially love this colorway. And then the Sabrina 2 retails for 130 bucks, right? But I did see some colorways on sale as well because of Black Friday. Next, of course, we got the 808 4 Ultra, right? So this is kind of like my backup shoe if I want a mix of like really good cushion, but also I want something a little bit lower to the ground and still have pretty good impact protection, right? So the traction, of course, I mean, all the shoes in my rotation right now, or kind of like my backup shoes, have top tier traction, really nice traction, of course, because traction is the most important aspect for a hoop shoe for me personally, of course. And yeah, the traction here in the 808 4 Ultra, especially in this, look at this colorway, this triple red is so dang nice. And I really love the updated knit upper, right? They're calling it the Octa knit. This material is actually way better for quality than the original 808 4 Ultra, in my personal opinion. It's just a really nice quality knit. Also, there's an underlaying mesh material. But anyways, the traction is top tier, right? You do have to break it in, but once you break it in, you have really nice solid stops. Also picks up very minimal dust too. The cushion also, it's using a drop-in midsole, right? And it's a full-length boom drop-in midsole. So you can feel in the heel a nice bit of compression and bounce. And your foot is right on top of that boom, of course. So you do have really good underfoot cushion and step-in comfort. And overall core feel is also really good while providing really good impact protection and responsiveness, and also a little bit of bounce. So I really like the cushioning setup. One con about the shoe, however, is that it is clunky here in the heel, right? So I wish they would have added foam instead of all this rubber and plastic. But other than that, I really like the cushioning setup. And like I said, the upper, especially in this color, is amazing, right? The knit, and also here in the back of the shoe, as well as here on the medial side, we have a pretty nice buttery suede. So there is the 808 4 Ultra. And next, of course, we have a 361 degrees Big 3 5.0 Quick Pro. So this shoe is on crazy sale right now. I feel like a lot of their shoes are on sale and have been on sale, and definitely do not sleep on this shoe, right? So if you're a guard and you want a really supportive but also extremely minimal and responsive feeling shoe with really like adequate cushion, this is one of the best options. Like this is an amazing shoe, right? I also especially love this mismatched colorway, right? Not a huge fan of this one. This colorway doesn't look as good, but I like the mismatched look. But anyways, this shoe retails for, I believe, like 150 bucks, but it's been on sale for like 115, 120 bucks, which is insane, right? If you want to save more money, the DVD2 SE is on sale for like 105, 100 bucks. So that shoe is really nice, as well as the regular Big 3 5.0 Quick, right? That shoe retails for like 130, but it's on sale for like 100, 110 bucks, something like that. So yeah, this is the Quick Pro, which has a full-length Quick CQ Tech foam. It kind of looks like Boost, and that's what gives it better cushion than the regular Quick, right? So yeah, the traction is top tier. You have a very nice bite, you know, pretty much instantaneous stop, and also picks up very minimal dust. And if it does pick up dust, it's a very easy wipe. So of course, that is one reason why I love this shoe. Also the cushion, you have great core feel, adequate impact protection, also a nice little subtle bounce, right? One thing that I wish they did is you know, add a soft mesh strobel board. You know what I mean? In this shoe, they add kind of like a traditional strobel board. It's not super stiff, however, so it does still have really nice underfoot cushion, but the step-in comfort, in my personal opinion, can be a little bit softer, but still, and you know, you have good underfoot cushion and responsiveness, core feel, and a nice little bounce, right? Also, the upper is really thin, right? It's a really thin and minimal upper, which I do like, but also the overall structural support and the overall support of the shoe is really nice. It's a very supportive shoe as well, way better than the Sabrina II, like the Jaw 2 and stuff like that, which kind of sucks. You know, I feel like Nike, a lot of their, just kind of like their basketball shoe lineup is kind of trash this year, you know what I mean? For the past couple years, it just hasn't been great. It's been kind of going downhill, in my personal opinion. It's kind of boring, you know? But this shoe is phenomenal. Definitely do not sleep on this shoe. And also it's on sale for a crazy price, right? And last but not least, of course, we can't forget the Adidas Dawn issue 6. I freaking love this shoe, right? And also Black Friday sale, Adidas, like I went on Adidas and they had the team colorways. I actually bought one. I bought it for 60 bucks. So I have that coming in like next week. I'm very, very excited about that. I don't know why I am, but I am. But anyways, yeah, this is a nice shoe, right? So you guys already know the traction is phenomenal. It picks up a little bit of dust, but it's a very, very easy wipe. The cushion is, I would say, the worst out of this entire rotation, however, right? So they are using Light Strike Pro, but what they did with the stroke board kind of sucks, you know what I mean? The stroke board is pretty dang stiff, so it is definitely the stiffest for the cushioning setup for underfoot cushion and step-in comfort in this entire lineup, right? But we do have a pretty nice compression here in the heel, which does feel kind of nice, but still it's like more of like a stiffer setup than all these other shoes, right? But also another thing I really like about this shoe is that it's really lightweight and also extremely minimal for the upper, right? It's not bulky at all, but also an extremely supportive shoe for how thin the upper is because of this plastic piece, right? You guys see this plastic that goes all the way around the heel and all the way pretty much covers the eyelets, right? It goes pretty much all the way around the shoe. It's like a pretty like sturdy and stiff plastic and gives it a really nice structural support for the overall upper. So that plus of course this plastic piece, you know, this overall shoe is really supportive, which I do like, while still being very lightweight and also minimal, right? So yeah, this entire, you know, rotation is really, really nice, and there's a lot of great shoes out this year. Of course, if a shoe isn't in my rotation, it doesn't mean it's bad or anything. It's just these are the shoes that I've really liked playing in for the past couple of weeks. And the 24/7 definitely is a surprise. You know, I kind of bring it back and I really love playing the shoe. But again, the only thing I kind of don't like about it, not a huge deal for me because overall the shoe is really nice, but one thing that kind of, you know, I would change is I wish it had better court feel. But again, you know, it's not made for like guards, you know. But anyways, again, if you guys do want to get any of these shoes, I try to leave in the link in the description box. It'll be through my link tree. And also tell us what your rotation is down in the comment section below. Like, what's your favorite hoop shoe or hoop shoes for the past like couple weeks or a couple months or even a year? Tell us down in the comment section below. But that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.